This is for my fantasy basketball day ones. You already know we are cooking. It is literally 5:30 a.m. in the morning. I am on time. I am present and I am showing up for you and the community. It feels so good to be back. Listen. Welcome to the Game Pick Fantasy Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Robin Marks. You can connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Game Pick Podcast. You can also connect with me at Robin Marks. So listen, I don't know if you can see this, but I literally have like all of these daggone band-aids on my finger. Like, I've been washing way too many dishes and my fingers, my skin on my hands, that it's just cracking, yo. It's the cracking on my fingers, right? So, do you guys go through that? Like, does anybody else? Am I the only person on this planet whose fingers are falling apart, yo? Like, I don't know if you guys ever go through this, but then I put the band-aids on, and then when I wash my hands, I don't want to get the band-aids all wet. So I'm like washing my hands like with four fingers at a time. It's just a hot mess, yo. So I don't know. I just had to share that this morning. Listen, if you love fantasy sports, please consider subscribing. Give this episode a like and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these fantasy gems as we approach the brand new NBA season for 2023 2024. We release episodes every single week, and I am so happy that I can actually say that now. I'm committed to a schedule for July. You know what I'm saying? So we typically take a couple of weeks off at the end of the season. But this year we took off more than usual. So listen, I don't want to get sidetracked because I will really quick. We are conducting a 12-team NBA fantasy mock draft on the ESPN platform, and we are drafting from the second position. This is for a points league, so buckle up your seatbelts. If you want to join the actual draft and draft with me, all you have to do is visit our Discord server. And in our Discord server, we shared a link there so you can join me live. Also, if you're a part of the Discord community, you can actually come onto the show in the future. We have some invites out there. So as long as your visual quality, you know what I'm saying, is up to par and your audio quality is up to par, we'd love to have you on the show. Now, last last draft, we had a few humans show up, including my man Swafalot. It looks like we got Swafalot back. He's going to be drafting from the 10th position. Big shout out to you, Swaf. We got my man Atkinson, Team Atkinson, who's going to be drafting from the 5th position. And then we have my man Team Tybon, who's going to be drafting from the 4th position. Listen, for us to get the most out of this, you know, folks should pull up to the actual draft. Humans, right? So if we have humans pulling up to the draft, that will help us to improve the quality of the output that we're getting from these mock drafts. If we continue to have just the robots, just the artificial intelligence drafting with us, we'll still get results, but we won't yield the type of results that we need in order for us to win a championship. So that's one of the reasons why I'm starting so early this offseason to get the drafts going, because I want it to become muscle memory for us. We've seen every scenario from every position. I intend on doing some mock drafts for category leagues. I haven't done roto mock drafts, but I'm open to that too. So if you guys are interested in me doing some roto content, please let me know. All right, so it looks like our draft room is now open and they're requiring for me to log in. So I'm logging in. Great. Unlike the last draft, and I have to apologize about a couple of things. The first thing is you know, at our last live stream, I had the audio on. I had the audio on for the actual ESPN app. So it was like when you hear the like that was wild loud. So I'm hoping it's off today. I'm here. Like I'm gonna check the audio levels because when I did the playback on that joint, I was like, oh my God. Like I don't believe I did that to people. And my voice was kind of down here, like, Billy D. Williams type stuff. Hey guys, welcome to the Quiet Storm. And then it'll be like, you missed it. You got it. So I'm just praying it's not. I don't do that to you guys again. That's my bad. My fault. My fault. My fault. So we are about 14 seconds away from the draft. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try some different screens here to see which one is the best, but I'm excited. This is the second mock draft of the season. There's nobody on the planet doing mock drafts like us. Okay. Cool. And if you guys are in the room live, let me know if you guys can hear the sound from that because it looks like I don't see it. But anyway, so okay, so Nikola Jokic, who went first? No, LeBron James went first. Come on, Team Tybon. See, that's when people be messing up the draft, man. I know you did not draft LeBron James. LeBron James is older than Jesus, man. You can't be drafting him with the first pick, but you know what? Hey, one man's mistake is another man's fortune. I'm gonna take Nikola Jokic with the second pick. Who would have thought? I just came up. Number 3 is Luka Doncic in the first round. With the fourth pick in the first round, we got Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum goes 6th. SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander goes 7th. James Money Harden goes 8th. Tyrese Halliburton goes 9th. And next up is LaMelo Ball by Team Swafalot at pick 10. Domantas Sabonis with the 11th pick. Damian Lillard with the last pick of the first round, pick 12. Then top of the first, Steph Curry. It's surprising to me that Steph Curry is going at the top of the second. I don't think that I've seen that before. Second pick is Anthony Davis. Third, Donovan Mitchell. Fourth, Kevin Durant. Wow. John Morant, 5th. Trae Young, 6th. Pascal Siakam, 7th. So this is, again, we are drafting really early. It is not even July yet. So this is going to change, guys. Like, so don't feel like this kind of draft order is what we're going to see when we're drafting in fall. But this is still interesting. Whoa. With the 8th pick in the second round, Victor Wembanyama. Holy guacamole chips. So curious. Okay, I'm up. Let me get focused. Last time I drafted Devin Booker here, which is insane that I could possibly get him again. I'm going to just take a look-see. Carl Anthony Towns is there. Ugh. I like Cat here. Let me see if I can sneak Cat. I'm gonna grab Cat. Cat typically he was a first round guy, right? So I started off with 2 bigs to just kind of get my bigs out of the way. But like Cat was a first round guy for a long time. So my mindset around him has not fully adopted whatever is happening on ESPN. I have not adopted that state of mind where Karl Anthony Towns is a second, third rounder. Like that is just, I'm not there yet. So after Victor Wembanyama with the 8th pick in the second round, we had De'Aaron Fox. Then we had Fred VanVleet with the 10th pick in the second round. I grabbed Karl Anthony Towns with the 11th. And then at the bottom of the second round, we had Kyrie Irving. Next up on the clock is Team Tybon. Team Tybon also drafted LeBron James first, which is interesting. Team Tybon, if you're watching, please let me know what your thinking is around that in the chat or in the Discord. Next up is Anthony Edwards by Team Tybon, and I'm up again. So Book is still here. I'm okay with that. I'm going to grab Devin Booker here. I'm okay with that. So now I got Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, and Nikola Jokic. After I picked Devin Booker with the second pick in the third round, Jimmy Butler went next at the third pick. Then we had DeMar DeRozan, a.k.a. Compton Michael Jordan, my guy. Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis. I'm really curious to see what Kristaps Porzingis does in Boston. There are more mouths to feed there in terms of usage. However, his skill set is going to be super valuable to what the Celtics are trying to build. So I'm really excited about seeing him in a setting that is a win now setting. After Kristaps Porzingis, we had DeJounte Murray with the 7th pick in the 3rd round, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Bam Adebayo, Drew Holiday, Darius Garland, Kawhi Leonard goes with the 4th pick. I mean, the first pick in the 4th round, with the first pick in the 4th round. If you guys know anything about game pick fantasy basketball, I don't rock with Kawhi Leonard when it comes to fantasy. After Kawhi Leonard, we had Lauri Markkanen with the 2nd pick in the 4th round, Evan Mobley, and now I'm up. On the board here, we got CJ McCollum, Jaren Jackson Jr., Chris Paul, Jamal Murray, Josh Giddey, DeAndre Ayton, Jared Allen, Chet Holmgren. I'm going to go ahead and just grab me. This might be a little early, but I'm going to grab Jaren Jackson Jr. What you get from him on the defensive side of the ball for fantasy, him getting those blocks, man. Blocks are heavily weighted in fantasy, so I'm going to grab him. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for my next pick before I go back to the rundown because I'm up. So I'm looking here. Scotty Barnes looks interesting to me. Not as sexy. Ooh, Scoot Henderson is up there. I'm gonna grab Josh Giddey. I like Josh Giddey, man. I think like this year he could have a breakout year, and his success is not predicated by him having his hands on the ball. He can get involved in a lot of different ways. So we'll test that out and see how it goes. Not super crazy about that pick, but not mad at it either. So we were up to Lauri Markkanen at the 2nd pick in the 4th round. Then we have Nikola Vucevic with the next pick. Zion, Bradley Beal, Desmond Bane, Brandon Ingram, Paul George, Zach LaVine, Jaren Jackson Jr. was my pick with the 11th pick in the 4th round. Jordan Poole, Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder. Josh Giddey goes with the 2nd pick in the 5th round. That was my pick. Miles Turner, Nick Claxton, Jamal Murray, CJ McCollum. Chris Paul, really curious to see what happens with Chris Paul. Robert Williams, Terry Rozier, Scotty Barnes, Mikal Bridges, Chris Middleton, Rudy Gobert, Brooke Lopez, Cade Cunningham. I would have snatched Cade Cunningham. DeAndre Ayton, Jared Allen, Kevin Porter Jr., Chet Holmgren. So that's where we stand. So when it comes to Chet, speaking of, I'm really, really concerned, him coming off of an injury, but we'll see how it goes. Next up, actually I'm up. I have to pick. So let me see. Man, I wish I could have grabbed Cade Cunningham. I'm not going to grab Scoot, just a little too early for me, and I don't know what to expect there. I'm not going to grab Brandon Miller. I'm going to kind of play it safe and get someone that I know and love. I'm going to go ahead and draft Tyrese Maxey. I think he might have a leap this year. Feeling good about the draft so far. Next up, I think I'm looking at Andrew Wiggins here or OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby went off last season. I was really happy with his output. I'll grab OG. Oh, who did I grab? Oh, it wasn't my pick. It wasn't my pick. Ha! I was gassed, yo. I was like, I'm going to grab OG Anunoby. I liked his output last year. And look at me. I'm not drafting Anthony Simons. I'm staying away from him. Andrew Wiggins, I'm cool with Andrew Wiggins here. But yeah, be careful with Anthony Simons because there is gridlock in the backcourt in Portland, to say the least. So you have to be really careful about drafting him. Let's go back to the rundown. So after, I was up to, I think I know I said Cade. So let's go DeAndre Ayton with the 4th pick in the 6th round. Jared Allen, Kevin Porter Jr., Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero, Tyler Hero, Spencer Dinwiddie, Tyrese Maxey, Jakob Pertl went with the last pick in the 6th round. Top of the 7th, OG Anunoby, Andrew Wiggins, Alfred Şengün, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Miller's off the board. Jeremy Grant, Keldon Johnson, Russell Westbrook, D'Angelo Russell. So then we had with the 10th pick, Clint Capella, Anthony Simons. I would stay away from Anthony Simons. Devin Vassell, Buddy Hield. Scoot Henderson goes in the 8th round, 2nd pick. Let me get a sip of this coffee. My man, team Swafalat is up. What up, Swafalat? I see you. Swafalat grabs Franz Wagner. That's a great pick. That is a great pick. I love that. After Franz Wagner, with the 3rd pick in the 8th round, we have Klay Thompson off the board, Aaron Gordon, Wendell Carter Jr., Trey Jones, Jalen Green with the 9th pick in the 8th round, Tobias Harris, and I am back up. Yes, let's see what we got here. Man, it's getting ugly out here in these streets now. Ooh, John Collins. I'm interested in John Collins. I'm running out of time. They picked Kelly Oubre for me. Shish kebabs. Dag, I hate when that happens. Yeah, there's no excuses. You know, one of my people, my boss, he says, he says, reasons are just excuses for winners. And yeah, so that I'm not gonna give an excuse. That was a bad move. So I picked up Kelly Oubre Jr. Not happy about that at all. Good thing that it is a mock draft. Okay. So back to the rundown. We had Trey Jones with the 6th pick in the 7th round. Jalen Green, love that by Team Atkinson. Human drafter. Nurkic, Tobias Harris, Looney, Malik Beasley. Wow. Malik Beasley's going that early? This is wow. PJ Washington, Bojan Bogdanovic, and yeah, that I don't believe I have Kelly Oubre Jr. on my team, but whatever. Let me get focused. Then we have Walker Kessler, Draymond Green, Michael Porter Jr., Mike Conley, Kyle Anderson. Let me disable my auto pick here because I am looking wild crazy with that. Shoot, shish kebabs. Listen, my man Swafalat is up. Let's see what Swafalat picks or who he picks, and then I'm going to give you guys a quick update. Swafalat grabs Marcus Smart, who's now going to be in Memphis. So I think he could be a really good fit for their culture, you know what I'm saying? And also just to improve their, their defensive prowess. With Dylan Brooks, getting kicked to the curb, they definitely need someone to come in and play that enforcer role. So I'm really interested to see what Marcus Smart does. In terms of fantasy, Marcus Smart has never been like the top fantasy guy, but he will get you some value. I'm more curious to see what Derek White is going to do when he gets the keys to the car in Boston. So really fun stuff. That was Mike Conley with the 8th pick in the 9th round. Kyle Anderson, Marcus Smart, Jordan Clarkson, Jonas Valanciunas, Bobby Portis, Kemba Walker. Why? Derek White, Jonathan Isaac. Let's see if he plays. And I'm up. Oh, gosh. Let me get focused. So I got Josh Hart, Gary Trent Jr. I'm grabbing one of those two guys. Take a quick peek there. Ooh, Amin Thompson. I'm going to see if Amin Thompson comes back around to me. I'm going to go ahead and just grab these two guys at a Gary Trent Jr. and Josh Hart. Two very similar skill sets. I'm going to grab Gary Trent Jr. And then on the turn, I'm going to grab Amin just because I want to. And it's a little early to reach for a rookie, right? So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I just want to spice it up a little bit. So after Cameron Johnson with the 5th pick in the 10th round, we had John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Jaden Ivey, Malcolm Brogdon, Kevin Herter. I've grabbed Gary Trent Jr., Jay Crowder, Royce O'Neal. Josh Hart is still on the board. I won't get Amin if I wait And my kid is a big Amin Thompson fan. He loves the Thompson twins in general, but I watched him play on Overtime Elite. That boy is hungry. So we're gonna grab Amin Thompson. After that, we got Mitchell Robinson. We have um after Mitch Robinson, we got Mason Plumlee. Team Atkinson, my human brother, is up. He's got Josh Hart on the board. He's got Steve Adams, Emmanuel Quickly, Zubac, Gordon Hayward. Look how Gordon Hayward is falling from grace. Onyeka Okongwu. I love Onyeka Okongwu. Um, who else is interesting? Oh, he grabbed Benedict Matherin. I'm interested. That's an interesting pick. Josh Hart is off the board. Steve Adams, Dennis Schroeder, Emmanuel Quickly. Grab a little bit of this coffee here. Emmanuel Quickly. And then Swaffalot is up. He has 10 seconds. He's taking his sweet time. I am not mad at that, bro. You take your time in this mock draft. And he grabs Jaden McDaniels. Okay. I'm not mad at that at all. Then we have Al Horford off the board, Kelly Olynyk, Zubac, Monty Morris, and Swaffalot is back. One thing that we're going to do this season, guys, is really try to make sure we're rewarding people for showing up for the community. So I'm thinking about doing monthly gifts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think we should do free swag like t-shirts and stuff like that, or should we do free collectibles like sports cards, stuff like that? So I'm back again. I got Marvin Bagley Jr. on the board. I got Tyus Jones, who I'm really interested to see what he does. TJ McConnell, Malik Monk. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Tyus Jones before I end up getting an auto pick. You know what I'm saying? So I'll grab Tyus Jones, see what he's gonna do in his new location. And then my next pick, very fun. Let me get organized here. Oh, let me get the brothers. I think I did that last time. Now I'm gonna grab Osar Thompson. Ooh, very nice, very nice, very nice. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So the draft is done. I'm going to give you guys a rundown of my team. Typically, something pops up here that helps me kind of share the breakdown of who we drafted. I can also do it here. I think we're waiting for everyone to finish their drafts. But like I said, this season, we really want to reward folks for participating, staying active in our community. So let me know in the comments. Do you want me to give you guys free, sports swag? So we have the fantasy sports shop where we sell, like branded. What am I pointing at? Branded, fantasy gear. Also has really cool like fantasy sayings. It's just a fun store, right? We've sold a few units since we opened the store, but I want to also just give visibility for it. So if you guys are interested in getting the swag, let me know in the comments. But if you want me to send you like sports cards, which I have a pretty nice selection of sports cards, I can do that as well. So let's go ahead and do the rundown, see how we did. So with the number one pick, we got Nikola Jokic again. I'm sorry, with the second pick, because somebody drafted my man Tybon drafted LeBron James with the first pick in a fantasy basketball mock draft. Wild, but still fun nonetheless. You can't write this stuff. So I got with the second pick Nikola Jokic. Then I got Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, Jaren Jackson. Might have been a little early for Jaren Jackson there. Josh Giddey, not crazy about that. This actually is not my fit. This might be the worst mock draft. Definitely the worst mock draft of this season, but we've only done two. So anyway, Josh Giddey, Tyrese Maxey, Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre Jr. Lord, give me the strength. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That was an auto draft pick. Don't judge me. Oh my God. And I got Christian Wood. Oh my Jesus. What the heck? This is miserable. Then I grabbed Gary Trent Jr., Amin Thompson, which I'm okay with. Tyus Jones and Asar Thompson, both of the OTE bros. Very, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So that concludes our ESPN fantasy basketball mock draft. Remember, we're going to be dropping a schedule for July. So I think the next time I come on live, I'll show it on the screen. I'll also be emailing it out to our email list as well as sharing it in our Discord community. If you are interested in joining the Discord community, all you have to do is visit bit.ly/game pick podcast. That's bit.ly//game pick podcast. And you can see it on the bottom of the screen if you're here watching it. If you're listening, make sure you subscribe there as well. So we will be giving updates via email and in the Discord. Also, if you have questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. I will respond to every single comment. I want to take time to thank our favorite fantasy sports partner, Underdog Fantasy. To sign up for Underdog Fantasy, all you have to do is check them out on the App Store on your Android or iOS, but make sure you use the promo code GAMEPICK. Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. So please use the promo code GAMEPICK. We'll be back really soon. The schedule will be released the next time we go live. So stay tuned in the Discord to get information about that. And don't forget, very important, don't forget, play the waivers, set your lineups, and follow Game Pick, your freaking fantasy nerd.